Welcome to this week's edition of The Passion of the Digital Artist. And here he is, that passionate digital artist himself, Jeff Mueller.
Thank you, Xavier. Thank you.
Thank you, Jeff.
How are you this week?
Hey, glad it was the weekend and now the week's getting ready to get started again already.
Oh, yes. And I had a good weekend. Productivity is starting. It's so much that I've been thinking about this for a long time. And as we video blog further each and every week, we give you updates, and I work out plans, and I keep furthering what I'm doing. I use the internet to further my career. I'm always digitally painting. I use social media on the internet also. I'm always talking to people around the art community in Canton, and then also up into Cleveland. And I'm doing everything that I need to do, plus creating new artwork all the time. I've got the magazine article coming up. I've got a couple other things on the horizon. But the big news is that I've got the solo show booked at the Launch House, and we've got a date, and it's Thursday, May 15th. And if you've ever wanted to see my artwork or meet me in person, this is going to be in Shaker Heights, which is a suburb of Cleveland. This would be the time to come around and meet me, because this is going to be big.
Going to have the details at the end of the blog.
Well, I'll have the actual
website.
details. The date's been set, but the details have to be ironed out. I'm going to be meeting with the event planning staff at the Launch House this Thursday. So next week we'll have the total details, but May 15th looks like that's going to be the date. It's going to be a Thursday night. We're planning. There's a lot of different ideas, but we're looking at a cookout kind of scenario, and then show, but afterwards bands, and just kind of just a whole event. And the way that I'm going to display my art's already up there at the Launch House, but the show, it's going to be something special, lots of ideas. They're willing to work with me, and we're just going to bring, the whole idea of this is that artists always set up little small communities. They set up art fairs or craft shows, or they set up galleries with artists in it, or whole communities of artists, and have people who want to see and buy art come to them. Well, the Launch House, being and derived out of connecting good ideas with investors and creating businesses, so what I'm doing is bringing the art to them in their place of worship, so to say. So instead of having them come to me, I'm going to them. And that's really, that's the new way that I find that people are doing business, young people, and just the whole, what I'm getting the sense of in this business climate is that people are taking their destinies and their own lives and their own working environments in their own hands and creating their own businesses. And this is the kind of thing that they're doing, sharing in their, they share in each other's successes, and they thrive upon each other instead of looking at everybody as a competitor who's going to steal away their thunder. Everybody shares because there's more than enough piece of pie to go around if everybody shares. And it makes what everybody's doing more successful. And I've seen this throughout the last 5 years and being out in this community. So it really is an exciting time.
Sounds exciting.
It definitely is. So let's review. Oh, I've been announcing it. I finished A Misty Day at the Falls. That painting, the digital part of that painting is done. 1,233,403 brushstrokes roughly on this painting. 118 hours in the making so far. So that's going to be ready soon for printing out on canvas. Cleveland Rocks the USA, which will be unveiled at this show as far as has been digitally printed on canvas, 30 by 60.
We're going to give them a sneak peek. There's a sneak. There it is.
There's lots more to do to it as far as acrylics. This one's going to be a blast, folks. I'm going to have to buy extra tubes of paint because the paint's going to go onto this painting. There's no doubt. I've got lots of things in store. It's getting to be spring. I'm going to be painting up at the launch house on this and working.
You're sure it's getting to be spring? It's like 19 degrees out there.
It actually,
the temperature's falling through the cellar tonight.
It's spring, but we're still freezing our asses off.
Yeah, I know. Somebody needs to go grab Persephone and drag her back up from the underworld. Man, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of being cold all the time.
Yeah, this is since I've started living in Ohio. This is particularly by far the coldest.
This is the coldest we've had in 20 years, maybe longer.
Yes,
it's really cold.
This reminds me of my Wisconsin days. Although I'm glad that I wasn't in Wisconsin this year because Lambeau or Green Bay set a record of 49 days below zero.
Well, you were up there for one of the below zero times for the game.
A couple. So that was a good time. But I'm ready for summer. But it's still because the show's coming up in May, and we really haven't gotten any weather. And I love to paint outside, but they have a really nice facility there with windows and lots of natural light. So I'll be grabbing my portable easel and heading up there probably the next couple of weekends to finish off this painting. So I'm excited. Lots of things are happening. Finishing that. A couple things have broken. There'll be a couple more paintings I'll be printing out. I'm starting the next one, which is a commission for my mom and dad. It's going to be a unique style using animals and kind of jungle-ish feel. So I'm going to be working more like I don't think it's going to be exactly like a Rousseau, but it's going to have some, like you say, when a fine wine has some hint of pears and cinnamon, this will have some hints of Rousseau in it. So
awesome.
My brain keeps going, and I just want to, express myself and keep trying new things, and it's just really working out awesome.
It's an exciting time.
That's for sure. So, overall, it just, my advice to all you artists out here who follow me week in and week out, thank you very much. I'm going to start sharing some of your tweets. I'm even thinking about throwing around a weekly tweet of the week where I'll read that, promote the person. But it's really been, I have to thank everybody for the support you give to me on Twitter and Facebook and your comments. They drive me as an artist, and I try and answer everybody back and let them know how much it means, but it means to me. But as an artist, it's just like I'll be dragging, the day won't be going so good, maybe something wasn't working out exact, and I read this and it just inspires me. So that's going to be what's coming up. I just have a lot going, and I'll keep updating everybody.
We can't wait to hear more, Jeff.
All right, so that's it for this week, folks.
Have a good week, everyone. See you next week.